Hello, and welcome back for yet another episode of RV Life, What I Eat in a Week, brought to you by the Danae Collective. Hi, I'm Danae, and this is episode 22. All right, so I believe that this is the start of the month, which means, guess what? It's time for my flow. And clearly this month I have zero appetite, a bunch of dizziness and nausea, so didn't really do a lot of eating. I believe this is a Sunday, and I made myself a yogurt bowl, mainly because it's more filling and it takes longer to process in your stomach when it is in its, I don't want to say raw form because it's not raw, but in comparison to making a smoothie, which, your body's going to burn through a lot faster because all the nutrients and whatnot have been broken down for you via the blender. So while I finish putting together that bowl, I'm just going to give you guys a little early warning. I finally got my gut biome test back, and before I get into the results, we're going to do a little flashback of the initial testing and the information that came with it. I do not remember what episode that was in, but it was at least 3 to 4 weeks ago. So if you haven't watched that video, don't worry about it. I've included that clip in this video, but by all means go back and see the food that I made. This was my Christmas gift from my eldest brother. It is a Biome Gut Intelligence Kit, which, by the way, just want to point this out, this is not an advertisement, this is not a paid sponsorship, nothing. This is just me going through what I got for Christmas. So my brother has been a big advocate for this brand in particular because he did it as well, and he's constantly talking about his superfoods and what he's eating and how healthy his gut biome is and all this nonsense about his poop, okay? So he finally got me one, and it was my Christmas gift. So it took me a while before I finally opened it and went through the process of doing the questionnaire. I actually did all the steps out of order because I collected the stool last because I wanted to make sure that I got all the other things completed. So it's just a simple questionnaire, basically asks you what your medical history is like, if you have stomach issues. I suffer from IBS. I have since I was in high school, and it is the biggest pain in my butt because I have mixed IBS, which means I don't just have diarrhea or constipation. I have a mixture of both. Yay! Look at me being an overachiever. So at any rate, I have collected my sample and sent that out, I think, about a week ago. And there is an app for the Biome, which should eventually give me an update saying that they received my sample. And I guess I get a list of superfoods that are really good for me to eat, certain things that I should avoid. Not to say that I don't already have ideas of what I should and shouldn't eat, because, I reap the rewards of what I eat and know what does and does not work well with my body. But I think, considering the fact that for the last 10 years I have had, I don't want to say an eating disorder, but some food insecurities that have made me eat in a less healthy way, and this is me trying to get back on track and just get to know my body better and feed my body better. Naturally, I will add the results once they come in, so stay tuned for more. All right, and now that you're all caught up, let's go ahead and open that Viome app and see what's what. So, on the home page, it tells me a different superfood item at the very top. I tried to record this via my camera, but the white on the background of the screen was just too bright. And even though I do have my phone set to the dark setting, it apparently does not apply to this app. So that was annoying. Anyway, I only ended up getting 2 good scores. The rest were mostly average, and then I had some not quite so optimal scores. In comparison to my brother, who does not eat anywhere near as healthy as me, or at least he didn't when he did his test. Like, this man eats chicken wings and queso dip and all sorts of stuff on a regular basis before he took that test, and he had 16 good responses and 2 average responses and then 2 bad responses. And I was just like, what? Now, it's saying that my digestive efficiency is not great. I've got a lot of gas production, IBS. My microbiome induced stress, which is basically saying that the foods I'm eating is causing an inflammatory response within my gut, which again, hello, IBS. It is interesting to me how some of the foods that are listed as my brother's superfoods are 100% not one of my superfoods. So chicken is a superfood for him versus it's one of the foods that I need to minimize my exposure to due to some kind of like plant virus that is known to be present within chicken. I'm only supposed to minimize it for 30 days and then slowly try to reintroduce it, but okay, that's kind of weird. My superfood meat is actually turkey, but we'll get there when we get there. Now, like most health providers of some kind, of course, there's supplements and gut formulas and stuff like that that you could get from them. What I liked is that there's a section where I can actually open that and it'll show me all the different milligrams for each particular mineral, vitamin, whatever. And if I theoretically wanted to actually take those supplements, I could go to a vitamin store and get them myself versus having to buy it from the app. I also liked that they had these little quick helpful videos and Q&A questions to kind of like help me understand things better. I'm gonna be honest, didn't watch a single one of those videos. But I did read quite a few of the questions because I was waiting for my results and I was confused. Bunch of these things don't make any sense to me, like the flagellar assembly pathways, the putestrin production pathways, the uric acid production pathways, the salt stress. I think I probably ate fast food sometime before I did this test because I don't actually cook with salt. Like, I don't add salt. So the only potential salt that I would have in my system would be from the feta from olives or from me getting fast food somewhere. A lot of this has to do with like acid and bile production. It's basically just saying that my gut health is not optimal. When you switch over to the nutrition side of the app, it has, thankfully, images for all of these foods that they're listing for you, because some of them I've never heard of before in my life. And if it didn't have an image, I would be like, what? Excuse me, what am I supposed to be looking for here? I can genuinely say that there's quite a few things that are listed that not only have I never heard of in my life, but I've also never seen available to buy commercially. Not at a farmer's market, not at a specialty market. I don't know what they expect me to do unless I'm supposed to wander out to the woods and pluck it and kill it myself, because what? Anyway. We are looking at the individual foods now. I believe that it's 340 food items that they give you an answer for. And there was a little message at the beginning that says that it separates anything that you have mentioned that you're allergic to. I don't have any food allergies, thank goodness. I have intolerances. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Anyway, my superfoods are acai berries, avocados, bamboo shoots for some weird reason, beach mushrooms, bilberry, bone broth, mammal, very specific, cabbage, which I kind of knew already because I do love green cabbage, chamomile tea, cinnamon, cranberry, fennel bulb, flax seeds, grapefruit, green onion, greens only, green tea, jackfruit seeds. I've had jackfruit. I've never seen jackfruit seeds available. Kiwi, can't stand kiwi. I mean, I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite fruit. Limes, oats, physically the oats. Oregano, oyster mushrooms, papaya, can't stand papaya, pea protein powder, not flour, pomegranates, sacha and cheese seeds, whatever those are, sage, salmon, wild caught, soy protein powder, strawberries, turkey white meat, walnut oil, and white mulberry leaf tea, which I don't even have in my selection of tea. And that's all of my superfoods. I don't know why. I guess I thought I would have more, but I don't. Now we're switching over to foods that I can enjoy. Some of which I don't know or have never eaten, like abalone. I have enjoyed alfalfa sprouts. I don't use allspice all that often. I've never used allulose. I'm not a big fan of almond milk. I love almonds, anchovies, apple cider vinegar, arugula, avocado oil, balsamic vinegar, basil, bay leaf. I don't typically eat bee pollen. I just get, honey. Beef, fatty, grass-fed or lean grass-fed, beet greens, beet sprouts, although you will notice later on that it does tell me to minimize actual beets, which is confusing. Bell pepper, black pepper, blueberries, bok choy, bone broth for fish and poultry, Brazil nuts, never really liked those. They're kind of waxy feeling. Broccoli sprouts, I enjoy those. Brown rice, buffalo. Where am I supposed to get buffalo? Whatever. Cantaloupe, I love. Capers, caraway seed, cardamom, I use that all the time. I don't know what cardoon is. I'm sure I'll look that up, but still. Carp, never really been a fan of that. Carrots, cashew milk. When I was adventuring with different types of milks, wasn't a fan of cashew milk. Catfish, celeriac, celery seed, chanterelle mushroom, chard, chayote. I'm sorry, coyote. Is it coyote or chayote? Squash, chervil, chestnuts, chia seeds, chili powder, cilantro, cloves, cacao, unsweetened, coconut meat, not a fan. Coconut milk, not a fan. Coconut oil, coconut water, cod, collard greens, hell yeah. Coriander, Cornish game hen, I have actually cooked before. Crayfish, not a big fan. Cucumber, cumin, daikon, dill, dragon fruit, duck. Who do you think I am? Eel, egg whites, egg yolk, eggplant, elderberry, emu? Really, guys? Am I an aborigine? Where am I getting emu from? Endive, escarole, fennel seed, fenugreek seed, flax oil, ginger, goat cheese, very specific. Goose. gooseberry, gourd, grape leaves, grape seed oil, grapes, green beans, guava, can't stand it, herbal tea, herring, hickory nuts, honeydew melon, horseradish, hot pepper, huckleberries, jackfruit, jicama, kale, love that, kohlrabi, I don't think I've ever had that. I've seen it. I've never used it. Kumquat, lamb, never really been a fan of lamb. Lavender tea, love that. Lemon balm tea, lettuce, lobster, I can eat fancy. Loganberries, lotus seeds, I don't know what MCT oil is. Macadamia, I think it said nuts. Mace, mackerel, mahi-mahi, mangosteen, marionberry, marjoram, which I do use, millet, mulberries, mung bean sprouts, mussels, mustard greens, mustard seed, nettle leaf tea, nutmeg, okra, olive oil, oolong tea, got that by the bag. Ostrich? They really said ostrich. Oranges, paprika, parsley, parsnip, passion fruit, pepino melon, peppermint, perch, pheasant, pine nuts, pineapple, plantains, poblano peppers, papa seeds, pork, lean, potatoes. Lord, pomelos, pumpkin seeds, purple kale, quail. I noticed it didn't say quail eggs anywhere. Radicchio, radish sprouts, raspberry leaf tea, rhubarb, rice protein powder, rosemary, rutabaga, saffron, salmonberry, don't know where I'm supposed to find that, sardines, savory, sesame seeds, sheep cheese. Do you know how hard it is to find sheep cheese? Squid, starfruit, stevia, sunflower seeds, tangerine, tarragon, thyme, tomatillo, tomato, turbot, never had that before in my life, turkey, turnips, vanilla extract, highly specific, venison, vinegar, walnuts, water chestnuts, watercress, wheatgrass, white rice, white tea, wild rice, yellow squash, yogurt, coconut in particular, and zucchini. Did I mention I'm not a big fan of coconut? Now, if you thought that was fun, now we're on to the minimizing. Adzuki beans, don't know what those are. Aloe vera juice, never liked it. Apples, I eat an apple every day. Apricots, love dried apricots, not really on the fresh ones. Artichoke, asparagus, I have asparagus in my fridge right now. Bananas, those are in the freezer right now. Barley, beets, black beans, black beluga lentils, black-eyed peas, black tea, blackberry. Do you know I drink black tea on a regular basis? Blue cheese, boysenberry, breadfruit, broccoli, brown lentils, Brussels sprouts, bulgur, never eaten that, burdock root, butter from cow milk, cane sugar, cassava, cauliflower, cheese from cow milk, cherries, my favorite fruit, chickpeas, I eat hummus on a daily, coffee, couldn't care less, corn, cotija cheese, currants, dates, enoki mushrooms, farro, fava beans, never liked those, figs, I love figs when they're in season, garlic, ghee, goat milk, goji berries, gorgonzola cheese, green lentils, halibut, hazelnuts, heavy cream from cow milk, honey, my honey, Jerusalem artichokes, kamut, kefir, kidney beans, kimchi, leeks, lima beans, lion's mane mushroom, lychees, maritake mushrooms. I don't think I've had those before. Mangoes, not really a big fan. Matcha? You dare? Natto, never eaten that before, and it looks slimy and disgusting. Sorry, that's a cultural thing, not a fan. Paneer, Parmesan cheese, peaches, not a big fan of peaches. Pears, peas, persimmon, pickles, pinto beans, pistachios, plums, portobello mushrooms, prunes, pumpkin, don't like pumpkin. Pui lentils, don't know what those are. Red and yellow lentils, rice noodles, sauerkraut, seaweed, shallot, sheep milk, but I'm supposed to have sheep's cheese. What? Not computing. Tapioca, never liked it anyway. Sweet potatoes, how could you? Whey protein powder, white mushrooms, whole milk by cows, winter squash, and milk yogurts. And there was a different yogurt, don't remember what it was. And the final round, the avoids: amaranth, buckwheat, cashews, chicken, dark meat, and white meat. Clams, never liked them. Crab, dandelion greens, slightly upset about those because I do like dandelion greens and dandelion tea. Goat, not really a big fan of goat. Haddock, hemp hearts, hemp milk, hemp protein powder. You know what I have in my cupboard right now? Hemp hearts. You know what I was using in my smoothies? Hemp milk. Ugh. Pecans. Love pecans. Scallops, sea bass, shrimp, swordfish, trout, tuna, turmeric, and watermelon. I've never liked watermelon. And there you go. That's all the things I can and cannot be eating, or should and should not be eating, in a very comprehensive list of 340 food items. And then the majority of those items are because of digestional issues, like inflammatory response in my gut. So now that that's done, thank you for keeping up with me. I felt like I was announcing at a oh my god, what is it? The place your bets, like you're betting. No, you're not betting. You're bidding. An auction. There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, felt like an auctioneer just then. So that was quite fun for me. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, so moving on to another day. I was finally in the mood for some food and didn't really feel like doing a lot. I was originally going to fry those chicken drumsticks, but I'm not even supposed to be eating chicken for 30 days. But it was already in my fridge and it was already marinated, so I didn't really have a choice. But like I said, I was originally going to fry them, decided not to do that, ended up doing a 1-pan chicken and rice instead. It did the job, but my appetite was and is still on the fritz right now, and will probably go back to normal once the lady time has ceased. I mean, good gracious. This is probably going to be the longest, most complicated closed caption that I've had to type for any of my videos yet. I apologize if y'all were having a hard time keeping up. I was having a hard time keeping up. It's a lot. It's a lot of foods and vegetables. Like I said, it's 340 food items that get listed. If you are interested in checking out what your gut health is like, you don't have to get the one that my brother got for me. You can do your research and find the one that works best for you. If you do take any interest, I looked up the prices on it and it was like $240 to do the test and get the food items listed, but you can also just get the test with like results for how your gut is doing. They have on the website that they recommend that you check every 6 months, or if you're making like great strides, you can do it every 3 months. I think that's ridiculous. I just wanted to know what would and wouldn't work for my body. I'm going to try and test out their results and see if that gives me, a better digestion, a better gut health, and, we'll see as we go. With that said, go ahead and enjoy this one skillet meal that I am throwing together. I originally was going to fry those chicken drumsticks when I marinated them, but given my appetite or lack thereof, I really didn't feel like having to do all that, so I just turned it into chicken and rice in one skillet. Thank you again for watching, and enjoy the background music. See you guys next episode. Oops, looks like we're at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching another episode of RV Life, What I Eat in a Week, brought to you by the Midnight Collective. New episodes released every Sunday and Wednesday. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get notified of additional content. Have a great day. Bye.